If you're watching this and you feel lonely in a way that doesn't make sense, I'm not talking about I need more friends lonely. I mean the quiet, heavy kind. The kind where you can be in a room full of people and still feel like you're behind glass. Maybe you're smiling at dinner and your body is tense anyway. Maybe you're texting people back slower because every conversation feels like it cost you something. Maybe you're doing normal life on the outside, work, errands, family. But inside, you feel like you woke up in a world that's running a different operating system. That's spiritual awakening loneliness. And it can mess with your head because you start thinking, what's wrong with me? Why can't I just go back? Here's the truth. Nothing is wrong with you. What's happening is your inner signal got clearer, and the world around you didn't. When awakening hits, it doesn't only change what you believe, it changes your threshold. Your system stops being able to pretend. Your heart stops being able to fake connection. If the people around you are still living in sleep mode, repeating the same loops, numbing out, performing, making everything a joke so nobody has to feel anything, you feel it, not as a judgment, as pressure in the body. And you can feel it in small moments. You're at work and everyone's talking in circles, and you can feel the unspoken tension in your throat. You're in a family chat and the messages are normal, but your stomach drops because you can sense the old roles trying to grab you. You're with friends and you're laughing at the right places, but inside you're watching yourself do it, like, why does this feel so far away? You still love people, you still care. You just can't keep doing the old version of together that requires you to shrink your truth. So let's name what's actually happening. Spiritual awakening loneliness usually comes from three things at once. First, your sensitivity moves to the front. You pick up tone, avoidance, and the little ways people lie to themselves to get through the day. Your system registers it even when you wish it wouldn't. That's why certain places feel loud even when they're quiet. Second, your values changed faster than your environment. You're craving honesty and meaning, while the people around you might still bond through gossip, complaining, or old roles. And when you don't match those roles anymore, the connection feels thin. Third, you're in a between world. You're not who you used to be, but you're not fully stabilized in who you're becoming. That middle place is tender. You need real nourishment, not just stimulation. You need relationships that don't require armor. So you end up feeling like an alien in your own life. Hear this clearly. This doesn't mean you're meant to be alone forever. It means you're in a recalibration season, a sorting season, a season where the soul rewrites the terms of connection. People will misunderstand you here. Some will assume you're depressed. Some will assume you're judging them. Some will try to pull you back into the old you because it's comfortable for them. And if you try to explain awakening to someone who isn't experiencing it, you'll feel even lonelier because it's like speaking a language they can't hear. So stop trying to prove your reality. And here's a small permission slip. You don't owe anyone a full explanation. You can be honest without doing a TED Talk. If someone asks what's going on, you can say, I'm in a quieter season. I'm still figuring some things out. Or, I'm taking care of my energy lately. If they can't respect that, they don't get a front row seat to your process. You're allowed to grow privately. You're allowed to be misunderstood while you're becoming. Instead, learn how to live inside it. Here's the reframe that changes everything. Spiritual awakening loneliness isn't a punishment. It's a protective pause. It's your system refusing to bond through distortion. In the old life, you could connect by blending, by people-pleasing, by matching energy, by being easy, by keeping parts of yourself off the table. Awakening breaks that pattern. It makes your body say, no, not like that anymore. That's why you can be around certain people and feel your chest tighten, or you feel tired after a simple conversation, or you go home and you need silence like you need water. Your loneliness is information. It's telling you what is no longer sustainable, but information alone doesn't help you if you don't have tools. So here are a few practices you can actually use this week. Simple, grounded, not complicated, so you can live your life without abandoning your soul. First practice is the threshold ritual. This is for the moment right before you walk into people, before you walk into the kitchen where your family is, before you walk into work, before you open that group chat. That moment is everything, because that's when your field is open and impressionable. Pause. Put your feet on the floor. Relax your jaw. Let your shoulders drop. Take one slow inhale through the nose. Then exhale longer than the inhale. On the exhale, imagine you're pulling your awareness back inside your own body like you're closing a door gently behind you, not shutting the world out, just sealing your energy so you're not leaking into everyone else's mood. Now choose one sentence that becomes your anchor. I can love people without absorbing them. Or I'm allowed to stay with myself. Or I'm here and I'm inside my own field. Then walk in. Second practice is the 2-channel rule. When you're around people, you're receiving on 2 channels. One channel is their world, their mood, their story, their noise. The other channel is your inner world, your breath, your body, your presence. Loneliness gets worse when you live on their channel, because you're there with them, but you're not with you. You go home feeling empty, like you handed your life force away. So stay mostly on your own channel. Listen, but keep one part of your attention on your exhale. Feel your feet. Notice your hands. If your chest tightens, soften your belly on the next breath. If you start floating up into your head, come back to one physical sensation. Your tongue resting, your shoulders dropping, the weight of your body in the chair. And here's the part that matters. You don't have to announce your boundary. You can be inwardly anchored and still be kind. You can be present and still not merge. Third practice is the exit cleanse. A lot of awakened people don't crash during the interaction. They crash after. You get home and suddenly you're irritable or numb, or you can't think straight, or you just want to disappear. So give your system a clear ending. When you get home, stand in one spot for a short moment. Exhale like you're fogging a mirror. Roll your shoulders once. Let your hands hang heavy. Then imagine whatever isn't yours sliding off your field like dust falling off a coat. Not dramatic, just clean. Then say, I'm back. That's it. Your body understands that language. Fourth practice is the reality check for the lonely nights. Night comes, the house is quiet, you're scrolling, you're thinking about the people you used to talk to, and you start telling yourself, I'm going to end up alone. No one gets me. I ruined my life by waking up. Stop. Loneliness at night is rarely about your future. It's about your body needing safety and your heart needing truth. Ask yourself 3 questions. What do I actually need right now? Connection or rest? Am I missing the people, or am I missing the version of me that felt easier around them? Where did I abandon myself today? Then do one small action that proves you're with you. Make tea, wash your face slowly, put your phone down for a little while and breathe. Put a hand on your chest and say, I'm here. Not as a quote, as a signal. Also, don't confuse I need less noise with I need zero connection. Sometimes the medicine is one clean, simple contact, a walk where you actually feel the air on your skin, a few minutes with music that tells the truth, sitting with a pet, standing under a tree, letting the ocean hold you. Your soul counts that as connection. Your system calms down when it remembers you're not alone in the world, even if people feel far right now. Now, there's something people don't say out loud. Sometimes the loneliness is a sign that certain relationships are completing, and that hurts. Even if you're the one who needed distance, loss is still loss. You can be relieved and grieving at the same time. If you're losing friends after spiritual awakening, consider this. You're not losing everyone. You're losing access to the version of you they were connected to. Some people don't know how to meet the real you because the real you asks for honesty. The real you won't laugh at what feels cruel. The real you won't pretend things are fine when they're not. And that can scare people who rely on social scripts to feel safe. So you have two jobs in this season. Stop blaming yourself for outgrowing sleep mode connection and build new connection slowly with your nervous system included. Be practical. You don't have to find your soul tribe overnight. Start with one honest message to one safe person. Something simple like, I've been going through a lot internally, so I'm quieter lately, but I care about you. Then look for one space where depth is normal. Art, movement, learning. A group where your sensitivity isn't a problem to solve. And while you're building that, keep this in mind. The most important connection is the one you have with your own inner life. Because if you abandon that, no amount of people will fill the gap. You'll still feel lonely in crowds. If you feel lonely after spiritual awakening, it doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're awake enough to feel what's real. It means your body is asking for a different kind of life, one where you don't have to betray yourself to belong. If this landed for you, stay with this channel. I'll keep making videos that help you live after spiritual awakening in a world that doesn't understand you, without collapsing and without going back to sleep. And if you want, leave a comment with one sentence. What's the hardest part of spiritual awakening loneliness for you right now? It'll help me make the next video for exactly where you are.